EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Music City. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, and Nissan Stadium on the shores of the Cumberland River. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now the former Tulane star. Here's Tyjae Spears. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down and 8. From the gun, it's Levis. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. They'll run it here. It is the rookie from Tennessee. And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. It's a pickup of about 3 to the 28-yard line. Third and 9. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He will air this out, looking for Sutton. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown, Denver. Will Lutz now for the PAT. He's got it. The Broncos have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. First and 10. On the ground, it's Spears to start the drive. Up the sideline, past midfield. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down.
Well, I'm not sure you're going to find a better example of just pure speed in the open field than that run right there. I mean, when he got past the first wave, you got the sense that he might just be able to outrun everybody on the field.
They'll stay on the ground with Spears. And he's into the end zone. Tajay Spears. Touchdown Titans.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. A run with Moss to begin the drive. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll get this complete. It's Moss. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Not what you want to see quarter 1 of week 1. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That's caught on the right side by Sutton. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And that is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
To throw is Nix. In trouble, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. And in this case, the upright sent it right back.
They'll start this drive on the ground with Spears. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That one a bit high, but it's complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. John Franklin Myers there on the stop. They face second down and 7. They go play action with Levis. He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson.
That's not the type of play that's going to end up on a lot of end-of-the-season highlight reels, Mike. But listen, sometimes those little check-down crossers produce some positive plays. Stay ahead of the chains.
He's got his tight end. That's Okonkwo. His second grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
They'll work now on second and 4. Out of the shotgun, Levis. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Goes without saying, Mike, you have to be smart with the ball, especially down here in the red zone. You're already in scoring position. I understand they're trying to come away with a touchdown, but at the very least, come away with 3. Worst case scenario is you turn the ball over and you come away with nothing.
Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. His kick is good. And the Titans move out front. It's 9-7.
And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Marvin Mims. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A run here. It's McLaughlin. Room to run at the 40. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. They'll try the right side this time. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have two or three that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 3rd and 10. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Throwing is Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin. And that is not going to help at all. They needed a whole chunk of yards, not going out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. 4th and long coming up. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Broncos are going to move out in front.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Levis to throw on 1st and 10. To the left side and taken in by Jefferson.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On play action, here's Levis. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has. This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside the 10. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Nix to throw. That is caught, and it's Troy Franklin. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. They'll throw. It's Nix. He'll throw it left and has his running back. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Broncos.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A big-time play for the Broncos. 54 yards. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Now a handoff, running right. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Off the play fake, here's Nix. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. On fourth down, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We're back to Nashville in a moment. They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. Throwing, Nix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
That is left side and taken in by Allen.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
They'll run. This is McLaughlin. And this defense holds its ground. They stop him for no gain, and fourth down's coming up. On now, it's Will Lutz to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's a designed run. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. Throwing on second down, Levis. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Comeback route, and he's got it. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This is just like recess, just playing one-on-one football and saying, all right, I'm throwing you the ball. You got to go get open. This is a great job by the receiver selling it at the top of his route. The defender thought he was defending a deep ball. He sticks his foot in the ground and comes back. Well-timed, well-executed, and a nice pickup. You have to come down with those opportunities. You're not going to get your hands on the ball very often as a defensive player. And when you do, let alone in the end zone, those are plays you just have to make.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Levis. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend as we get you to Orlando. Say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, McLaughlin. He's got room to the 45. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Look wide. Get this one complete. 14 on the pickup. Good for a Denver 1st down.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
This is where the playmaking ability almost can be a detriment to a running quarterback. They have such confidence in their ability to keep plays alive with their legs that sometimes they hold it just a little bit too long, thinking they can make the next big play, and good job by the defenders tracking them down and took them down for a loss.
There's a screen from McLaughlin. Good-looking screenplay there, a gain of 11 and a 1st down.
You can kind of sense this defense smells blood in the water. They're able to get to the quarterback on the previous down and thinking, heck, let's do it again. Great timing on this screenplay by the play caller. Use the aggressiveness of the defense against them, time up the screen to the back, and pick up a 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He pulls it in around the 5. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's a run. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
This one caught at the 4. And he got half of what he needed from the 6 to the 3.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Levis with a give to Spears. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
3rd and 5. To throw is Levis. And that is incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, there's Sutton. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Play action now. It's Nix. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. He's trying to fight for yardage up the middle, but I think they pushed him backwards. This might even be a loss of yards.
The key to any good quarterback sneak starts with the surge and the push of the offensive line. From there, can the quarterback find a seam? Can he find a little gap and drive his legs? In this case, give credit to the defensive line. They held their ground. They got a good push back. and they were able to come up with a huge.
And he's in! Tony Pollard. Touchdown, Tennessee.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and you have a playmaker like that on the outside. They can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
So back to level after the touchdown. In time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A run now with McLaughlin. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Now Nick's going to look to throw. He'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. They'll look to throw. That's caught right side. It's Franklin. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain.
Well, let's give the defense a little credit here. You talk about read and reacting quickly. They recognize the screen right out of the jump, and he's able to beat the blocker to the spot and keep him to no gain.
Nix from the gun on third down. Got it into the hands of Mims. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. Nick's going to throw for it. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. And he is going to have the Broncos first down, as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on fourth down. The tight end, Ingram, is on the move. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
On second down, it's Nix. He connects with Mims. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete. It's McLaughlin.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw is Nix. Adds to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Evan Ingram, the intended target. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw is Nix. He's got it at the 3. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. 4th quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
Tie game, 4th quarter. What a sequence looming here as we get to 1st and goal. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. He'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
Tie game, 4th quarter. This defense knows the importance of keeping this thing at a 3-point game. What a big play there with the tackle for loss on 1st and goal.
On 2nd down, they'll run. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal. He'll get this out wide. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot.
He's got it. It's a touchdown. There is a marker down, but it looked like the defense was offside. Lutz for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos will go up by 7. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Now it's Spears. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Out of the shotgun, Levis. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down.
A loss of 18 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
They need one right now. 3rd and long. Levis. You let this go. Deep for Jefferson. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
With that much time, you just can't ask your secondary to hold up. The defensive front has to do a better job. First, keep the quarterback in the pocket. Don't let him extend the play outside of it. And then secondly, you got to get that ball out of his hand, because when you let him hold it for that long, big plays are going to come.
They'll come up for 2nd and 9. Now, Levis. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Here we go. This is fourth down. They'll go. Here's Levis. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down, but this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down. Left side. That's complete. It's Sutton. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Not much happening there. Tackled at the 17. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll stick with him again. And good hard running will get him down close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. So it is a win for the visiting Broncos. They move to 1-0, getting the victory to begin the new campaign. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching